Hey, church family. I hope you're having a great day. I'm sure you can tell that I am. I was wrestling in prayer about the fall series with preaching the word and helping our people to grow and thrive in their faith. And I spent a lot of time in my pastoral ministry preaching from Paul's letters. There's a great balance between theology and practical living. And of course, I love to preach from the Old Testament. But I was thinking about Peter. I haven't spent a lot of time preaching in Peter. And as I went through the book of Peter and wondering if this is where I need to go, the thought occurred to me, wow, Peter has a lot to say. In fact, I think Peter has a lot to say to you and I in the day and age in which we're living right now. From day one almost, you see the church being persecuted because of their faith in Jesus Christ and their heart to share the gospel with others. Soon after the birth of the church, James is arrested and beheaded. Peter's arrested and imprisoned. Not long after that, Stephen is stoned to death. Paul, who was called Saul at the time, breathes out murderous threats against the church, tries to destroy the church. And from that day to this, the people of God have undergone suffering and persecution for the name of Christ. I believe we are facing more of that in our country than we have ever faced in our lifetime. And so I think Peter probably does the best job out of any of the writings in the New Testament in helping us to understand, how do we live in these days? How do we live in days when people have turned away from God and don't value the ways of God or believe the Bible is the Word of God? How do you and I live in a day and age when people think there are many ways to heaven, and when we as Christians say, no, there's only one, they begin to accuse us of a great many things. And so I think Peter addresses the day in which you and I are living. Now, as you know, my preaching style, it's probably going to take me the whole school year to unpack with you 1st and 2nd Peter. But I believe we're going to gain great insight and great benefits as we work our way through Peter together. So I'm excited to begin this series on September 11th and look forward to seeing you that morning. God bless.